You are now watching from a winner's view.
Wnnrsview. I'm here with Jayden Sharp from Sharp Performance and Recovery.
Sir.
Welcome to Wnnrsview.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, I'm going to start off with a question I ask everybody. What makes you a winner?
What makes me a winner is the people that I surround myself with. That's definitely huge. I can do a lot by myself, but I hang around older people that have things like going on and that can point me in the right direction whenever I tend to kind of like swerve off. So I just make sure that the people around me are doing positive things and doing motivating things to keep me like inspired and to keep me pushing. So definitely the people. Another thing is that sounds like very generic, but I turn my losses like into wins. So like I make sure that if I do lose, I go back and watch like what I did to like lose, and then I make sure that I'm heavy on fixing like whatever it is up, and then making it sharp.
All right, sharp. All right, let's start from the beginning, okay?
Yes,
where you from, Jay?
From Middletown, Connecticut.
Middletown, Connecticut.
Yes, sir.
And you played sports?
Yeah, my main sport was wrestling. So like I wrestled throughout high school. I did basketball, but I didn't make the basketball team my freshman year. So wrestling wasn't the same season, and like I just stayed, like I stayed active. So I got into wrestling, and that was my main sport. I did crew, which is like rowing.
Oh,
so,
man,
yeah. So like rowing,
super
like,
strong doing crew.
Yeah.
Like you get strong back up.
Yeah, man, your back and legs, man. Like so you use your legs and back. So my back was strong, my cardio like was up, and then in
Wait.
springtime.
So you wrestled and did crew at the same time in high school?
No, so like there was so first was crew, and then in the wintertime was wrestling.
So that's unfair. Because if you're doing crew,
Definitely
you get
different.
super strong up top. Then you go to wrestling. You're pinning people like crazy, right?
You gotta think about it, man. I mean, like strength isn't everything. It's technique. Technique. So like, I went against guys that look weak, but then they tore me up because like it's all technique, man. And then like your stamina. So like crew conditioning is different from wrestling, man. You got people like coming at you like when you're tired, you can't like back off because then you're gonna get like a point taken off or something like that. So you constantly just like staying on it.
Okay.
And then I did track, but in track I didn't run it. All I did was throw. I just did javelin, discus.
Okay.
I'm shot put. So
okay. So you went from you played all those sports. What made you come to Virginia?
My mom moved us here in 2017. I was like it was the summer of going into my sophomore year, and I'm college. So I had to leave the college that I was at, which was Middlesex Community College, and I came out here, and I took off from school and they helped my mom like pay bills because it was just me, her, like I'm the oldest, and so I just helped her like hold down the house. I worked with my uncle on a food truck, and then I worked at a grocery store, BJ's wholesale club. So I was just going back and forth.
On your grind.
Yeah, I'm on my grind to help my mom like get the bills paid to make sure that my family like was good. So
yeah. And then from there, how'd you get into Sharp Performance?
All right, so I started off as a personal trainer. So I used to work up. So like I lived in Fredericksburg, and up in Fredericksburg is a gym called American Family Fitness, and then I was a trainer there. So, but at first I was just a fitness attendant, so just like learning like the ropes and everything like that, and being around like a huge group of good trainers and stuff like that. And then I got into personal training.
Okay.
I was gonna do like nursing at first, but like fitness and physical therapy kind of just tied like right in. Physical therapy like kind of helps my personal training. Personal training helps the physical therapy work. So I did. I worked at American Family Fitness, and then I worked at this place called Premier Physical Therapy. So now I'm not working with my uncle no more. I'm not working at BJ's anymore. Now I'm at American Family Fitness, and then I'm at the physical therapy place.
So while you was on a food truck, you always was thinking like, hey, I want to do PT or what?
I was just trying to like, I mean, like I wanted to do personal training.
Okay.
But like, I was new to the area, so I had to go interview, and it was hard to like get that job.
Okay.
At first and stuff like that, So, but I always knew that I wanted to do like personal training. I just had to.
So that was always the goal.
Since always the goal.
Okay. So
yeah.
You get into personal training, you're like, all right, now I want to start a business.
So
or like what was that transition? How
Gotcha.
did you get there?
Gotcha. So I know that like I always wanted to have my own business, but at that time, that's like 2018, 20 like 19. I'm like 20, 21, like 22, like at that time. I know that I wanted to like do that, but I know that I didn't have the tools yet. So being in the training realm, being in the being in the physical therapy realm, those people that I surrounded myself with, they helped me sharpen up my skills in like personal training and then in like physical therapy. So as I got more comfortable, and then like I'm going to school for, and then at the time I was going to school for physical therapy, but for the PTA program. So so physical therapy like was always it was always like in the path that's what I was going to school for, but to like fast forward it to now, I just it was something that like I always loved and always been gifted at it. You know, like it's once you like know what your gift is, and like you can find out by like it's like what do you see yourself doing, like what could you see yourself like doing for free, and like I can work on people for free like all day and like feel good about it and like I won't get tired.
Yeah.
So like I know that like I had a love for it. So then I was like, man, I'm just going to start my start my own business up and stuff like that.
So your thing is not just physical therapy. You go beyond
Athletes, work with athletes, personal training.
Focus on like functional training and recovery, and so talk about the functional training, like the things you do with that.
Yeah, so I mean, I work right now. I have a couple like soccer players, a lot of people that have did like wrestling. I work with like wrestlers. First, like I would kind of like, I don't just like jump into it. I make sure that their like stability is well, make sure that they can control weight, like control movement, and then I build a program off of like where they're like at, and then
so each person is custom.
Yeah, everyone's custom. Yeah, because like even though like you look like you move good, everyone has some like deficiency. So I want to make everybody sharp. So I have a starting point, and then there's a ending point. Like I want to leave feeling good, like feeling sharp. So, and then like based on like whatever sport like you do, I build your program based on like whatever sport like you do. So the plyometrics, the movements are based off of like whatever sport like you do.
Dope. I know I was doing powerlifting. You worked with me before.
Yeah.
Like, and I felt like I had tore something in my chest.
Yes,
and like you took me from 0 to feeling sharp again. So
yeah,
I can attest your work is great.
Yeah. So like I've been in the physical therapy field since 2018. It's 2023 now. And first, I gotta give thanks to all the physical therapists that I've worked with, because I mean, it's been a gift, but they enhanced the gift that I've that I have now. So back from the premier physical therapy to Best Life, I want to thank them for like just helping me and like supporting me, and then making me like who I am today, because they definitely put it into me for sure.
So now you'll be recognized at the Cardiac Arrest Survival Summit.
Yes, sir.
Coming up. Tell me about the time what happened with your friend Amy.
Yeah, so that's a crazy story, because I actually had COVID at the time, right? And I got kicked out of my uncle's house. I got kicked out of my uncle's house because I had COVID.
Wait! You had COVID and got kicked out? He kicked you out because you had COVID?
Yeah, and like he didn't want to get like sick. Like like he's older guy. But
so where'd you go?
So I was gonna go back home to Connecticut, because I know I know that I have friends and like family there. But my friend Amy was checking on me, because like she knew that like I had that that I had COVID, and then like she's like, how are you and stuff like that. I'm good, but I'm about to like head back home to Connecticut, because like I
had no place to stay.
I didn't want to go to my mom's house, because like I'm a mama's boy, like I don't want to get my mom sick and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm just go back home, stuff like that. But then Amy was nice enough to like have a room like set for me and everything, and everything like that. So the very next morning, like I hear some weird snoring noise somewhere, like crazy like noise. I'm like, is this how she sleep? Like it's how she's. But it was different from like a snore. I found out that's called like death snore. So I don't know too much like about that. You guys can go and like look it up. So like I'm knocking on her door. I'm like, Amy, like are you good? Because it was mad loud. Like, So like I don't hear anything. So then I open up the door. Her eyes are open, but then there's like this snoring sound. So like I'm like, no way, man! Like you're playing with me. Like I'm sick. Like you know, like don't be joking around with me. Like you know, I'm sick right now. So I go upstairs. I start shaking her. I'm a big dude, so like if I'm shaking you and like you still making like a face, something's wrong.
So her eyes is open. She's making this sound. You shaking her. She still ain't coming up. She still not waking up.
Yeah. So like at this time, I'm trying to separate my emotions from like life from this person because I have to because like now like I'm like I have a job to do because like this is real
This is not a drill.
Yeah. So and then the cool thing is that I was CPR recertified 2 weeks before, so I was ready. So I had the technique down. So I picked her up off of the bed because like the bed has given it, and I put her like on the ground, and then I started doing CPR, and I forgot her address because I called 911, and I had to go outside and like run in and like go get her address, and then come back start doing and I started doing like CPR. So I'm doing CPR. The EMS is like trying to like calm me down, like hey, like relax, just do it, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because like I was kind of like I was moving fast. I was trying to because I was like I was nervous. So they walked me through it, and about like 10 minutes later, EMS came in. They hooked her up to some like automatic machine that has like the pump already. They're putting in like needles in to check vitals and stuff like that, and they weren't getting a good pulse. So then they end up like calling a helicopter, and then they flew her out to Fairfax.
Dang.
And I didn't have her parents' phone number, so like for like 4 or 5 hours, like no one knew like what happened to her. I didn't have like any of her family like contacts. So, like I'm nervous because I'm a dark skinned dude. This is a white lady and stuff like that. So I don't want them thinking that I did something. So like that was like very scary. And then her family members like end up going to her house and like seeing blood, like because they tried to like call her, but there's no answer. No one I wasn't able to like contact them and like let them know like what's going on.
Yeah.
So they end up going to like her house and seeing the blood there. And then they called 911 and then they told them like what happened.
Yeah.
And then the police gave them like my number. And yeah, it was very scary, man. Very scary moment.
So how did the NFL get in contact with you?
So they got in contact with her. So the cardiac survival summit. I don't know how often like it happens, but like she's in a group where like cardiac arrest like survivors are like all like in like contact, and then they talk. So and then plus like me and her did like interviews, and like we were like on the news. So like our story got put out there, and then someone like saw it, and then they got us they got her contact with the people that are running it, and then like she wanted to recognize me. Like she didn't have to, but she wanted to recognize me for it. So that's how I got.
Dope.
Yes, sir.
Good thing
story,
you showed up, man. Crazy story,
dude. Like it's crazy because if I didn't have COVID, it would like she wouldn't like have been here.
So they tested her for COVID too?
She didn't have it.
She didn't have it?
That's great. I swear to God, she didn't have it. So that was
you get COVID in the air, but you can't get COVID through her mouth to mouth.
That was crazy, man.
Man, that's wild, man. That's crazy for real, man.
Yeah.
Back to your training. What's your most rewarding aspect of working with your clients?
I have a lot of rewarding. I would say the thing that makes me feel the most, I don't know, like fulfilled is like when someone doesn't believe that I can fix them. I do like a lot of free like trials because I believe in myself. Like I'm like all right. I mean like if like there's no no change, it's like free. So like I also go to like other like small businesses and like offer like my stuff for free just to get my like name out there. But when people like see that like the stuff that I do like works, like they're like, oh my God, and, like these people that are like twice my age, they don't believe me because they go to different like facilities and then they get work done and then like nothing works. So by me like being like a change, like people's like lives like it's probably the best like feeling. Man.
Do you have a particular story of somebody that you changed, like help that stands out?
Maybe my recent one.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've been working as a team in like physical therapy since 2018. This is my first time being solo. So, one of my soccer players recently has torn his ACL,
Mm-hmm.
and his parents referred to me to like get him to like where he like needs to be like before surgery. And I got him to like where he needed to be like by myself with like no other team, like by myself.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me feel good because like it's, like I feel like I'm proving like myself of being, you know, like being like a good recovery specialist.
Yeah.
You know, so that's probably like one that's exciting, knowing that I did it by myself, and just like continuing to just prove that I'm good at what I do. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Going forward,
Mm-hmm.
what does sharp performance and recovery look like going forward?
I want to have my own building.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a nice big building. Also looking to hire personal training, personal trainers, therapists. Thought about chiropractors, but I never been to a chiropractor. But just a whole bunch of just people with the same mindset, and I mean not same but similar like mindset as me when it comes to helping people like recover, and people that are as passionate as I am about it, because you can be like skillful at something but like not as passionate, and then people can sense people like not being passionate, you know. And I feel like people stick around people that are passionate. So people that are passionate about either training or like physical therapy. Yeah, so just like my own building with my own
Staff.
my own staff. You know, like I want us to have like a good relationship. You know, like I don't want no one to be. I don't want any toxicity like in there. I just want everybody to just be focused on the job and working together as a team.
So if I get injured and I need to recover, how do I get in contact with you?
If you get injured,
If I get injured from somewhere and I need to recover, how do I get in contact with you?
So I do have an Instagram. My Instagram is sharp PRVB. That's where people can follow me at. I'm working on a website now, so eventually I can have that out for people. My contact, my number is 757-828-8441. So you guys can contact me there as well.
What advice would you offer those that have the pain and just, I'm gonna push through it?
See, that's a wrong mindset to have. Like, if you're injured, man, don't push through. You know, I tell everyone, like, don't push to pain. Like, they're stretching. Don't push your stretch to pain. Like when you're stretching, like just go to a nice stretch field. And that's because like you have pain for a reason. Your nerves are like being aggravated, so you need to downregulate the nervous system. So if you keep going into that painful stretch or like painful movement, your nerves are going to pick up like on that movement, and then nerves have memory. So if you keep on doing that, that memory is going to keep happening. So you have to break that memory. So do things to a pain-free motion. So like you're not creating that pain. Same thing with like exercises. Like you're doing a chest press, a squat. Change up your positioning. Like if it's pain here, try coming out, boom. Or like put the bench on incline. Like play with like different like positions and stuff like that. Same thing like with squat. If there's pain in the knees, like at high bar, maybe do like low bar. So it's like more focused on like glutes and things like that. Like spread out your feet and stuff like that. So it's a lot of things that you can do, but definitely make sure that you go and see a therapist or like a specialist in like recovery. You know, so.
Or come to sharp performance. Don't try to fight through it.
Hey man, no.
Sharp performance.
Try to stay humble, man. You know, try to stay humble.
Well, that's all I have for you, man. I
Thank you, my
appreciate
man.
you for sitting down with Wnnrsview.
Yes, sir.